What's up guys, it's Twin here, hope you're doing well. Today we're back on automation. And as you can see, we're going to be building a 3000 horsepower 2-liter engine. Alrighty, so first things first, we're going to be selecting our block and edge setup, which is going to be an aluminum block, inline 4 of course. And displacement's going to be smack bang 2 liters. Now you might see that this engine is very over square. It's for a reason, it can sustain a lot more horsepower that way. And we can be sure to make sure this thing is reliable. Well, as reliable as you needed a 3000 horsepower 2-liter engine to be. Note, we're gonna run this thing on nitromethane. It's a pretty powerful fuel. It requires a lot of spark energy to ignite. To the exhaust is going to be no cat, no first muffler, no second muffler, and note all our quality sliders are going to be on plus 15. As you can see, we are making 875.4 horsepower, and we are going to start addressing some of those wonderful issues we have encountered right now. Almost 1000 horsepower, just increasing the exhaust size. So, top end, we are going to adjust our spring and lift tension as well as set our RPM rev limiter. So about 9200 is going to be perfect for now. Don't want to rev it too high, it's just more a reliability thing than anything else. So 1328 horsepower point so far, looking good. So we're going to increase the intercooler size of course, the exducer size or the cold side of the turbo if you're like me, normal people. So 1500, almost 1600 now. That's looking real good. Let's go back to the top end and put some more spring and lift tension in it. 1700 horsepower. Wow. These numbers keep growing and growing and growing. Everything on the top end is looking really good. More boost, more power. 2000 horsepower now. Around the 2000 horsepower mark, things start to get a little ridiculous in my opinion. Because you technically, if you have a 1000 kilo chassis, or I think it's 3000 pounds or so, that is very light, and to combine it with an engine like this that makes, well, 2400 horsepower is insane. So we're gonna add more boost now. Starts to affect the engine not as much as I believe it would. And of course the ratio for boost is basically every pound of boost should net you about, I believe it's 10 horsepower or 20 horsepower or something like that. And in this case we use bar, and bar is one of my favorite measurements because it's easier to understand, for me anyway. 2800 horsepower now is no joke. But we are gonna start running into some issues now. As you can see, the conrods are very stressed, the pistons are very stressed, as well as the crank. At this boost number, everything is gonna be very stressed, so a reliability figure of around 10 is expected. You just need a little more horsepower, and there we go. That is really awesome. Adjusting the RPM rev limiter up to 9400 RPM. It's looking really awesome. And now we're just gonna paint this engine. So I believe we are gonna use a blue color, like a proper blue color. Because if you didn't know, blue is one of my favorite colors. One of my favorite, if not my favorite. So as you can see there, that carbon weave with a blue accent color over it is beautiful. We're gonna add that on every part of this engine. Well, every part I can add it to. That it would look decently. Like the intake manifold, the top end cover or valve cover, whichever way you'd like to say it. The timing cover as well, and we're gonna do some trickery with the exhaust header. As you can see, we're gonna be using some chrome. It looks also good. That's beautiful. Now the moment everybody's been waiting for. Runtime montage! wow, this thing sounds bloody insane. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoy this type of content, please do consider to like, comment, share and subscribe. And as always guys, I'll see you in the next one.